So I was born with transposition of the great festivals, and I had surgery at a year old.
Because of the way that we used to deal with that and the way that she had to have her operation, one of her sides of her heart began to fail. We knew that Hailey was going to need a new heart at some point. The problem is that we weren't getting that heart in a timely fashion, and we had to do something else.
Device called the ventricular assist device, which basically pumps blood for her heart. That's how sick her heart had been. And she was the first child, or at least pediatric patient in the country to have that kind of device with the kind of congenital heart disease that she had. So that was a nice experience that worked so well in spite of the extra risk.
And subsequently, she was able to go home and live a fairly normal life with the pump as she was waiting for her heart transplant in much better shape than when she came into the hospital.
By the time I was 16, I was told kids with my condition would probably need a heart transplant, and not even a year later, they told me I would need a transplant and I needed to get on the list, and so that's kind of what happened, and it came on pretty quickly once I turned 16. So I was at home when we got the call that a heart was available, and I just woke up from a nap and I was really excited, but then at the same time I was sad because you know what had to happen in order for you to get a heart. You know, someone had to pass away, and so that means another family's having the worst day of their life when I'm having the best day.
You know, she handled that with grace, and it's a hard time because you know you are receiving an organ from a deceased patient, but she really was grateful and appreciative, but also held that other family close to her in their memory even when she went down to the OR.
So I want to go to the Transplant Games because I've heard others talk about it who have received organs, or just the general people from Iowa Donor Network. And I guess it just sounded fun, so I'm like, why not try it?
We knew she'd do well. I mean, she's one of those people that is a never give up type person, and was never a challenge to get Hailey to do things in the hospital. I knew she'd be in this place right now, and she really has no limits at this point.
This is what it's all about. We do everything that we do for these patients, and it's tough and it's rough along the way, but we do this so that they can live as normal life as possible, and she is truly living a full, happy life.
Lifelong friends, I say, with the nurses and doctors, so they become like family.